Today on ELN Morning.
A new way to grade school performance. How a proposed state law might affect Alamance County schools.
I always had this yes mentality of this is my dream and I'm going to chase after it.
Taking the big stage by Bubble. An Elon alumna gets the role of a lifetime.
All that and more.
ELN Morning starts right now.
Good morning, Elon, and thanks for joining us on this Thursday, March 21st. I'm Amanda Gibson.
And I'm Brian Ray.
Current Burlington Mayor and Elon alumnus Ian Baltudis announced that he will seek a third term in the 2019 election. Baltudis' first two terms were marked by business expansion and economic development projects in the city. If he wins a third term, Baltudis wants to continue the development of downtown Burlington's businesses. He also wants to connect North and South Main Street and wants to install the technology to bring faster internet. As owner of the Vibration Studio Solution LLC and Persnickety Books, he says he knows the needs of business owners downtown.
As an entrepreneur, I understand some of the struggles that folks go through when they're trying to start a business anywhere in our community. And as a city, there are things we can do to modernize and streamline the way we help businesses out.
Baltudis is the youngest person ever to serve as mayor of Burlington. He was 30 when he was elected for his first term in 2015. There's a press conference today at 6 p.m. regarding Baltudis' campaign announcement in front of the historic train depot in Burlington. So far, Baltudis is the only person to announce they are running for mayor. For coverage of the press conference, go to elonnewsnetwork.com.
The new Oak House Coffee Shop's location in Durham is taking shape. Take a look at this photo of the current construction. Oak House's second location will be on the ground floor of One City Center, a 27-story building with residential office spaces and one floor of retail locations. Oak House owner Phil Smith says he is excited to add a new location in a city rather than a college town.
It's going to have a little more of an upscale feel because of where it is, and then everything's kind of new. Will be newer and shinier, but the idea is to kind of capture the warmth, a lot of wood, and just kind of the atmosphere that we try to create here.
Smith hopes to take a bus of Elon seniors who he considers Oak House regulars for a pre-opening event before graduation. If not complete by May, he estimates an opening date in early summer.
Each year, North Carolina schools receive a grade based on student performance. This year, 6 public schools in Alamance County are considered underperforming or have an F grade. And other schools in our area may soon see the same scores under North Carolina House Bill 145. I spoke with Elon student teachers and Alamance County school administrators to hear their response to the proposed law. County School Superintendent Bruce Benson is not thrilled with the newly proposed law that could change the way schools are graded. He says the grades aren't reflective of the progress in learning that happens day to day in the classrooms.
Well, first of all, I would say that our schools are not F schools, and anybody that spends any time inside of the school would know that.
North Carolina public schools are evaluated based on categories including student performance and grades, graduation rates, and teacher qualifications. The grades are assigned to schools by the state using a 15-point letter grading system, but House Bill 145 will change the scale to a 10-point system. Benson says the law could be detrimental to the image of Alamance County schools.
It's kind of discouraging, though, to have a letter grade placed on your school by the state.
If this law passes, 17 of Alamance County schools will receive an F grade, despite seeing improvement in student performance this year. Elon senior Shelby Rosenberg has worked at multiple underperforming schools in Alamance County. She says this law will lower teacher morale, which would negatively impact the students.
I don't think they feel appreciated even though they work so hard. Those kids need a role model more than kids that have parents that tell them to do their homework and tell them they're smart.
If passed, the law will go into effect for the 2019 and 2020 school year. On its first read in the North Carolina House, but still needs approval from both the NC Senate and Governor Roy Cooper.
One Elon alumna will soon be defying gravity. The story of how she made it to Broadway after the break.
The weather outside has been so gross today.
Amanda, it's supposed to be spring.
I know.
I don't know why it's raining.
And I finally thought we were getting there with the sun this week, you know.
I know.
And yesterday with the first day of spring, I was like, you know what, we're finally moving towards it. But I just
guess
can't handle it.
I guess not.
Well, our Baylor Rodman is live with your Phoenix 5-day forecast. Baylor, what can we expect for the rest of the week?
Thanks, guys. Yes, as you can see, it is not a good day out. You definitely need your umbrella. The weather is frightful, but you know what's delightful? Spring break is right around the corner. As you can see, it is raining. You're going to need your umbrella, but we are seeing a high of 60 and a low of 40. Moving into your Phoenix 5-day forecast, we are expecting some pretty sunny skies tomorrow and Saturday with a high of 61 and 59 and a low of just 32. So if you're headed to the airport, you should not expect any weather delays on our end. If you're sticking around here at Elon on Sunday, we should see a high of 66 with a low of 47. And Monday and Tuesday, we are expecting some rain with a high of 70 and 49 and a low of 44 and 31. We're now going to move into weather across America with some popular spring break locations. So in New York City, for example, we should see some weather in about the mid-40s. It will be raining on the weekend, but sunny throughout the week. Same thing in D.C. About in the 50s, raining on the weekend, but sunny throughout the week. If you are headed to Miami, we should see high in the 70s and low 80s. It is raining today, but it's going to be beautiful throughout the week. And if you're headed to Los Angeles, again, it is beautiful right now, but it will be raining on Wednesday. So pack a light coat, and you see the weather is in the 60s. Alrighty, that's all the weather I have for you. Have a great spring break, no matter where you're headed. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Baylor. A new line of the popular marshmallow candy Peeps is just out in time for the start of spring. Our Maeve Ashbrook is here with some new flavors for Brian and me to try. Maeve, what do you have for us?
All right, well, first of all, thank you so much for having me. I'm going to hand you your blindfolds. I have 3 flavors. You're each going to try a different one, and then whoever guesses it the most incorrect will have to try again.
We'll see what happens.
We're going to start with, I'll give the audience a quick peek here. So there are about 5.5 million Peeps made per day in 1 year. Here, there you go, Brian.
Okay, thank you. I'm kind of nervous, Maeve.
They circle around the earth twice.
Do you want me to try it right now?
Yes, so go ahead.
It tastes like sugar, like so much sugar.
How do we feel?
I'm not a huge fan.
What do you think it is?
I know what mine is. Mine is 100% pancakes.
Mine just tastes like normal. It just tastes like sugar.
That's actually so correct on Brian's part. That is pancakes and syrup. So you can take your blindfold off. Amanda, unfortunately, that was birthday cake. So you're going to have to try our final Peeps flavor of the day. There are 9 new flavors this spring that are coming out, and the serving of Peeps is about 28 calories, 5 Peeps. Ooh.
It's a good one, Amanda.
Is it like Sour Patch Kids?
Pretty close.
Yeah,
Fruit
you're close.
Punch. So that's the flavor. Yes, go ahead, take it off. Please don't subject yourself to any more Peeps eating.
Well, thank
you
so much,
Maeve.
Oh, thank you.
That was a fun game. Well, from the stage of McCrary Theater to the Gershwin Theater on Broadway, one Elon alum is preparing to defy gravity and the odds. Take a look.
Mentality of this is my dream and I'm going to chase after it.
15 years ago, Elon alumna Jenna Claire Mason Moffat saw Wicked on Broadway. Now, she's preparing to join the cast in just a few weeks.
It just feels so surreal. I keep saying I won't believe it's happening until I'm actually coming down in the bubble. It's definitely pinch me moments over and over again.
Mason Moffat was a music theater major at Elon. It wasn't until her senior year that she was cast in a lead role. She credits much of her success to her voice teacher at Elon.
I always say she has a heart the size of the universe, and I totally believe it's true. She's an amazing teacher.
Professor of Music Theater Kathy McNeila remembers the first day Mason Moffat walked into her office and told her she wanted to be Glinda on Broadway. But McNeila says Mason Moffat got where she is through grit.
It's not that you just come in with this talent and you just are. It's all about the work that you put in. And she put the work in, and she flew.
McNeila says getting to Broadway isn't the end-all be-all. She just wants to see her students reach their dreams, no matter what they may be.
Seeing your student succeed and grab the ring and be happy is everything.
Even though her former voice student is on her way to becoming a Broadway star, McNeela says their friendship will never die.
She will always be in my life, always be in my life. And that is a great thing for any teacher to have. Somebody who is always going to be there for you.
Mason Moffett begins her Broadway run on April 9th. For the full story, visit elonnewsnetwork.com. And while some students have made it to Broadway, others are making a name for themselves here at Elon. Jesse Iris is live in the studio to talk about his music career. Jesse, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So how long have you been singing?
I've been singing since I was about 10, but I've been writing music since like high school and a little more serious now.
Wow. And so when does your next song come out? So
my next song's coming out Friday, and yeah, it's a first single in a long line of singles that I'll have coming up, so it's really exciting.
Awesome,
yeah.
That's huge, great. That's great.
Well, stay tuned after the break for a live performance from Jesse.
Yeah. Welcome back. We are here with singer Jesse Iris, who is going to perform his brand new single, which drops tomorrow.
Before we let you play us out, Jesse, that's all the news we have for you this morning. Thanks for joining us.
When we're not on the air, you can follow us on social media at Elon News Network or go to our website, elonnewsnetwork.com.
Have a great day, Elon, and a great spring break. Jesse, take it away.
Separate the wires before you get the charge. I'm positive the negatives would be too dark. And even though I'm glad I finally found the spark, the burning out for me is still the scary part. Bask in your sun, play in your waves. The farther you swim, it gets harder to save. Cry when it's done, holding your gaze. Sometimes the work isn't worth what it pays. And I wish that I could stay, and I wish that things would change. But at the end of the day, girl, we gotta shut this down before it goes too far. Like we're watching credits roll before the movie starts, yeah. Calling down the curtain, you know it ain't working. If I can't be there, I could stay another night just to slow the burn. But baby, in the morning light, it'll just be worse. So, ticking like a time bomb, we both know the outcome.